Hello and welcome to the Congo Hour. Thank you for watching, tuning in. As always, because she is the hostess with the mostest, Raina is going to run down our lineup for this evening.
All righty. So let me let you guys know, you see me holding up my phone because there are a lot of people that like to watch the Congo Hour, but they don't have Comcast. So thank God for technology. We are Facebooking Live. So those that have Verizon or DirecTV can tune in and watch us. Trippy thinks it's funny. But so as I said, we have a great lineup. We have G. Nikhil, who is here with her book, 800 Miles and Running.
Yes, I'm just saying, I'm chiming in. That's what co-hosts do. They go back and forth. You go back and forth.
But they don't wait till the person says everything and then.
I'm just saying, yeah, you know.
And then we have
you can't fight on air and on Facebook.
He's the hype man. He's the hype man.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Come sit right here.
Then we have Lisa Blunt Rochester, who is going to be the next congressperson. We need her advocating for us in Washington, D.C. I'm really excited. I might be a little biased, but Lisa and I go a long, long way back. So
how long?
Since 1972.
How old were you then?
7,
Oh,
6,
okay.
7.
Right.
It was since 2nd grade.
Okay.
We have Duffy from Duffy's Hope, and we also have Steve Washington, who is running for mayor as independent. So those are our guests, and we're going to make sure that we give everybody the same amount of time so we can get done.
Right.
So,
and we can get to our community news. We can talk about our cleanup that we're going to have in a couple of weeks, in a few weeks, and then we have our funeral announcements.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
Great. So you have a book. Let's talk about it.
Yes, I wrote a book, 800 Miles and Running, A Sinner's Journey of Faith. And it's pretty much a book about having a relationship with God no matter what you go through in life.
I know that's right.
Okay. You know, there's so many things in life that will knock us down, derail us from our plan, and no matter what happens, you have to know that it's all a part of God's plan, and that, you know, I'm just going to keep moving, I'm just going to keep pressing, I'm going to do me, and I'm going to make it happen. And that's what the book is about. It's about a journey of writing the book, pretty much.
Okay. All right.
How did you come up with the title?
Well, I'm from Delaware, native of Wilmington, North Side, but I always felt geographically misplaced. I'm sorry, you know.
We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back with
rude. That's just rude.
Terrible.
But I always had a desire to leave, and I moved to South Carolina for a bit with a baby's daddy. You know, that didn't work out too well. I came back home, and then I moved to Georgia to pursue some of my aspirations for love, for many things, for a better life for me and my children. And so many things happened to me when I was there. I was robbed, I was raped, and the grass wasn't greener. But I realized it's not where you go, it's who you take with you. And as long as you take God with you, you can get through all those things. You can get through a man raping you, a man robbing you, your children, you know, disappointing you, life disappointing you, anything. You know, God makes it all better. He makes you understand that it's not about you.
Right.
You know, it's about getting you to where He needs you to be. So
this, and not to keep talking about Lisa, but this is going to be a perfect segue to when Lisa comes on, because on Friday we had a breakfast, Women for Lisa, and she shared some of her triumphs that she's overcome in life. So so I'm just saying that you like the perfect lead way into Lisa coming on. So yeah.
We go through so much as women.
Most definitely.
As black people, period.
How can people get your book?
At Amazon.com, you can purchase the book. You can get it in Kindle form or in paperback. You know, so yeah, please do. I love the support. I appreciate the support. Feedback. Please leave a review, good, bad, or indifferent. I promise I can take it.
How much is the book? Let me hold it up so we can get a shot of it.
The paperback is $13. The Kindle is $1.99. Yes, technology has its drawbacks. Trust and believe. So.
Now you have police line on there. What's that
I
about?
have a lot of things. You know, it's a very honest and open book. I'm one of those people, I'm about truth. You know, I believe so many of us, we don't want to admit we're broken. We don't want to admit we're in need. We don't want to admit, you know, we have issues. We have problems. We all do. Right. But it's when you admit those things. You know, God gives us a testimony for a reason, not to keep to ourselves. And, you know, I'm not perfect. You know, listen, I'm an advocate for, you know, marijuana, so many things. Listen, I'm just being honest.
That's
but
right.
more importantly, listen, I'm an advocate for God and just, you know, not religion, just having a relationship with Him. You know, I think religion keeps us so far from Him. But when you have a relationship, listen, I talk to God on the phone, okay? He's on speed dial, and that's how we have to look at it, that He's accessible, because He is, and He wants to do for us. He wants to care. He wants to, you know, no matter who you are, what you are going through, He loves you. You are perfect to Him. You are His perfect creation, and He created you for a reason. So no matter what you're going through, if you know, in the pulpit or if you're on the corner, know that God is with you. And that's what this book is about. So.
Very good.
Right. Is this your first book?
It's my first, but it will not be my last.
All right, congratulations.
So, yes,
Very good.
Thank you.
So please make sure that you visit Amazon.com to purchase 800 Miles and Running. Thank you so very much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
You're
Truly.
welcome.
You're welcome.
All right. So, going to take a...
Yeah, we'll be right back with Lisa, right?
Yes.
Okay, we'll be right back. All right, welcome back to the show. Hope that you enjoyed our first interview. And right now we are here with Lisa. Lisa.
That's
Trippy. What?
That's how you're going to introduce her?
Yes, I mean, she's family. I don't have to, we just said her full name like 37 times. So, and her signs are everywhere.
Lisa.
Thank you, Wayne.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Brother Trippy.
What's going on, Lisa? Where have you
know,
been?
I tell you, I have been up and down the state.
Okay.
I've been
All right.
Kent,
All right.
Sussex, Newcastle, all up and down the state. And really, I just want to first thank you guys for having me.
Of course.
It's an important time,
Yes,
very
it is.
important time.
Yes.
Your previous guest, Gina Kell, she was incredible. And like you said, Wayne, I think it was a perfect lead-in and segment to this segment. You know, as she said, so many people go through so much, and even in our country and in our city and in our state, we've seen so much, and it's time for us to stand up and step out. And as she talked about that testimony of the perfectness of all of us, I think it's time to recognize that. And so I'm just pleased to be with you, pleased to talk about our candidacy for Congress, and an opportunity for us to make history here in Delaware.
Yes.
So how is your campaign going so far?
It's going very, very well.
All right.
It's going very well. You know, one of the big things for me was to get out and hear and talk to people. I saw Duffy Samuels out earlier in the hallway here, and just even being able to have one-on-one conversations, but also group conversations with folks in our state, everything from young professionals to senior citizens to Duffy's parents, and just hear about the issues that are important to people in our state is really been a blessing to me, but also helped to inform the areas of focus for this campaign. And so we're doing really well, but we need people's help.
Okay.
I don't want like this opportunity to go by without saying that we always say we need 4 things, the 4 V's. You know, we need people to lend their voice like they do when they talk to me and when they call in and we have these conversations, and we need their vote on September 13th for the primary. We need volunteers to make it happen, and we need money. And our money starts with a M.
Right.
But if we get their money, we'll be victorious in September. So it's really going very well. And I'm just, it's beyond what I expected, you know.
What will your role be in
So that's a great question. A lot of people, first of all, don't realize that the seat that I'm running for is actually to replace John Carney, who is our current congressman, and he will be going on to run, he's running for governor. And I've actually worked in the congressional office back in 1987, was one of my first jobs as a caseworker. And it was my job to help advocate for people who were having problems with Social Security, people who needed help with the IRS, or who became homeless. and needed housing. And so in the congressional office, we deal with federal agencies, so helping bring resources to Delaware. We deal with passing laws. So for example, one of the areas that's really important to me is economic opportunity. So whether it's raising the minimum wage at the federal level, that's important. Getting good jobs, bringing jobs like building bridges and roads here in Delaware. Those are the kinds of things that our congressional office can help with. Really being your voice in Washington. That's the bottom line, being your voice in Washington.
Lisa, if you don't mind, the story that you told on Friday about the grapes was very impactful. Do you mind sharing that story?
Don't mind at all. Okay. A lot of people ask, why am I even running? What propelled me to run for office? And for those people who have known me most of my life, they know I try to be a person full of joy. You know, I try to carry the joy of the Lord with me. And it was actually through a tragic situation. I had met the love of my life, was living in China and, you know, enjoying life, came back home, and my husband, Charles, was on a business trip and ruptured his Achilles tendon playing basketball, and blood clots traveled to his heart and lungs, and he passed away at the age of 52. Totally healthy, worked out, everything. And it just took me for a loop, you know. It put me in a very dark place, and for that whole year, from September 2014 to 2015, I questioned everything. Why am I here? What is my purpose? Why did this happen? And it was really towards the anniversary of his passing that I was going out of my house. I went to the supermarket and kind of in a daze. And I saw a family in front of me. It was a father and 3 kids. And the father had to put back a bunch of grapes because they were $9 a bunch. And literally, I thought to myself, he's not putting back Snickers bars. He's not putting back soda. This is grapes that he could not afford to feed his family. And I said, that's not right. And then, as I said, then I drove into the city of Wilmington and I passed the People's Settlement, you know, which is the organization that brought my family to Delaware in 1969 when my dad got his first job here. And I looked at the fact that we have all these institutions in our city that don't have the support, or they're not as vibrant as they were. And then we wonder why our kids, you know, don't have places to go. And I just said, this is not right, you know. Murdertown, USA, that's not right. And then, like I said to the group the other day, and then I listened to how people were talking to each other on the federal level in Washington and said, that's not right. And then I saw Donald Trump and I said, that's not right. And I decided to put my hat in the ring. And, you know, one of the things that is important to me, you know, I always say, if people don't remember anything else, you know, it's important that we are making history as the first woman, because Delaware is one of 3 states that's never elected a woman to Congress. It's us, Vermont, and Mississippi. That's important. The fact that we've never elected a person of color, an African American, is important, and we will make history. But in addition to that, and more importantly, I want people to vote for me for 3 reasons. 1, because I have experience. Over 25 years, from being your Secretary of Labor and having a multi-million-dollar budget and hundreds of employees, to working grassroots on the ground in the city of Wilmington as the CEO of the Urban League. Experience, raising kids in the Delaware public schools that went on to college, and like 40 million other Americans are now in debt and can't even, you know, they did all the right things and now they're so in debt they can't even move out of parents' homes. You know, experience. The second thing I want people to remember is I have a proven track record of bringing people together, sometimes people that wouldn't even talk to each other. And I
like
think
Wayne and I, because
exactly. See, I brought you together too.
Most of the time we don't even get along, but right now it is all love right here.
That's what I'm saying.
See,
we need that in Washington.
Yes, we do.
People that bring people together and tackle tough issues, and whether it's working with the state police and the NAACP and the Urban League and La Raza to say, let's talk about a plan forward for policing. That's the kind of thing I think we need in DC. And last, I am positive and passionate for public service. I just want to be of service. So I'm glad to be on the show. I'm glad to have the opportunity, but I really need everybody to get involved. I need everybody to, like I said, volunteer, lend me your voice, let me know the issues that are important to you. And you can go on our website, and you can also, you know, look at us on Facebook and all that. We need your vote, and we also need resources. You know, the first person who gave to my campaign actually gave $5 and has done that throughout. And that $5 means as much to me as a big check, because it came from her heart and the work that she's doing in the community. So we just need the community to be engaged. No matter what you do, this is an important election.
Yes.
This is an important election on every single level. And so we just want people to be involved and care. Care, you know.
What's your website, Lisa?
LisaBluntRochester.com.
Okay.
So Keisha, if you could put the website up for us. Thank you. All right, Lisa, thank you so much for coming on. I know you're going to win. Yeah, I know you will.
You got to come back too before September 13th.
Oh, I will.
Okay.
I would love to. I would love to. Yeah, we can talk about different issues. And,
okay.
You know, so,
all right.
But I love you guys.
We love
you both are very much family, and that's the thing too I love about Delaware. Even when I lost my beloved Charles, there was so much love. So much love and so much support. And you know, we're in it together. We're in it together. So.
So Trippy, we'll have someone that we can call on in Washington.
That's right. Can't wait.
So,
there you go.
All right. Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to take another break, and we'll be back with who?
Let's bring Duffy on next.
Okay. All right.
All right. Welcome back. We hope that you enjoyed our conversation with Lisa Blunt Rochester. And again, please support her. She is, at the end of the day, she's just a great person.
She is.
And a person who we just need to be in our corner.
Most definitely.
And she always has been, so we definitely want to support her.
Yes.
All right, now we're going to have no stranger to the show. We're going to have Duffy come on from Duffy's Hope. What's going on? Well, he is a stranger. You haven't been a stranger lately, but I figured you want to come on
He
now.
hasn't been a stranger.
Since you're,
man, you starting already, man. Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Thanks for making this happen.
You're welcome,
you want to
Duffy.
come back now. We'll see what happens in a couple months when you know when the game.
Duffy, you have your celebrity game coming up. Let's talk about it.
Okay. August the 6th, which is a couple weeks away, is the 14th annual Duffy's Hope Celebrity Basketball
14
game.
years.
Yeah, 14 years, man. Right. And unfortunately, my man Trippy won't be there this year, my nephew, so I'm kind of upset about it. But, you know, we're going to keep moving without it. We're going back to the regular schedule. The game is a fundraiser for us. You know, it raises money for our youth programming that we do to keep our program free. Because at the end of the day, it's not really about the celebrities. It's about the young people that we're serving here in the city of Wilmington, also the state of Delaware. I mean, the celebrities are the carrot to get people in, just to bring families. It's about bringing families and communities together. That's what this game is really about, is bring everybody together and then also raise some funds. Last couple of years, it's just been a fun game. It hasn't been a fundraiser, so hopefully this year
it'll be a fundraiser.
So we're just asking people to support us, come out, and buy a ticket if you can. I mean, if you can't make it, buy a ticket for someone who can't make it. And that's the thing. The cost is $20. We have group sales for 10 or more, $18, and we also have VIP tickets, which is $100. And with the VIP includes meet and greet with the celebrities, and then also your floor seating.
Okay. Well, what is Duffy's Hope?
Duffy's Hope, you know, we deal with kids ages 12 to 17, folks with focus on education, life skills, decision making, job readiness, college readiness. Prevention of drugs, alcohol, and gangs, financial literacy, and etiquette. We do that through an evidence-based program called Phoenix. So we work with these kids all year long, from September all the way until July. We give them the month of August off.
Prior to the celebrity game, I don't know if he's doing it this time, but he normally has a dinner.
The Evening of Hope.
And some of the youth that Duffy and his people serve, their testimonies are like so heartfelt. They go from being out on the streets to graduating from college and just doing positive things.
And while you say that, yeah, this year, you know, it's the Evening of Hope is this Friday night, August 5th at the Doubletree. I'm at the Doubletree Hotel downtown Wilmington, and we have 4 kids that we're honoring from the program that graduated. 3 of them are going to college, and the other one has a full-time job. So these are kids that were hopeless, now they're hopeful, and they're going off to college or starting their career. So that's a good thing. And also we honor, you know, Captain Kill, and also Larry Morris, Muhammad Salam, Louis Capano Jr., and then also Melanie George Smith, representative. So that was the folks that are being honored that Friday night. But again, you know, it's a weekend full of events, man. It's you know, it's entertaining, you know, resourceful, all that good stuff.
So if a child out there, or if a parent or a family member wants their child to be a part of Duffy's Hope, what do they do?
They can just call us and set up an intake appointment. It's called 302-652-3532, or they can go do info@duffyshopeinc.org.
Okay, I know Ab and Arkisha, they was going to go on your Facebook page to post the information. So if you guys could do that for us so that people can call and purchase tickets and also call to have their children be a part of Duffy's Hope.
And who are some of the celebrities that are coming?
Oh, okay, that's a good question.
Right.
Yeah. We got Tammy Rowan from Basketball Wives. You have Tammy Burner from the Harlem Globetrotters. You have Lance Gross. You have Wesley Jonathan. You have LaToya Luckett, Q Deasy from Fox 29 News. You have Monet Davis. You have Camille McFadden, and then you have Rotimi, who plays Dre on Power. So, you know, that comes on tonight. So everybody's tuning in that. So you want to see him live. So it's a great, and we added more people too. We got some surprises coming up this week. So we're still adding more people. So I mean, for that cost, $20, man, come on. And you can get your tickets at any Villa store in Delaware, and also any Villa store in Philadelphia as well. And then you go on Ticketmaster.com or University of Delaware, box office, or Duffy's Hope. So this is no excuse to get tickets. So you don't know where the locations are, so we got it. We made it feasible for everybody.
So you said the tickets are
$20.
$20.
And then, you know, group sales 10 or more is 18. Then we also have a high school our all-star game that starts off the whole day at 5 o'clock. So the all-star players from our basketball league, boys and girls. So they'll be playing at 5, and then right immediately after that will be the celebrity game.
Okay, all right. I'll be there.
I appreciate it. I thank you for your support.
My pleasure. All right, so we'll get the information up on the screen. If not, you can give Duffy a call at what number?
302-652-3532.
I've been there more times than Wayne has been there. Haven't I?
Huh?
Oh,
Nah, man.
She
beat you, man.
No, I've been there way more.
Not because you played in the game.
You didn't even know Wayne 10 years ago.
That's the thing.
You know? No, she's
I knew Wayne since 1972.
We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are back, and we're kind of nervous because Mr. Congo is here, and we're I don't know what we're going to do.
We're already in his
but
time.
So welcome to the show, Steve.
Hi.
How you doing?
Oh, if it gets any better, I'm not sure what I may do.
Oh my.
All right.
Gee.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to get right into
Sure,
it. What made you decide to run for mayor?
Well, why not me? I mean, we looked at everyone else, and then you're still clueless as to who you want to vote for. I'm independent, and first and foremost, independent is totally different than what people may think. Is independent, it is in God and dependent on the Word, straightforward. My platform, education, appreciation, communication, goes along with the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. I listen to God. I'm a faithful person, and I trust God. And when God says do something, I'm going to do. I'm going to act on it. I see a lot of little boys and little girls look like us dying, bottom line. And being that I'm a school teacher, not about politician, but a school teacher, what I see is that a lot of kids are dying because their lack of skills. And when I say their lack of skills, I'm looking at the fact that these kids that are making poor decisions aren't reading on grade level. So we have to really look seriously into what's going on with the grade level and with the reading. So we want to begin to get our kids reading. I'm running for mayor because being born in Wilmington, Delaware, I haven't seen any growth within the past 20 years. And at 53 years old, we are the leadership now. So
you're 53. I'm not 53. You said at 53 like I'm 53 with you.
No, our generation.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we are in the same generation.
Yeah, we're the leadership
yes,
now, and it's time to take that step. And just from seeing a lot of things that we have seen in our past, it's time to move forward and help change this fixed mindset in this reactive city under Good Old Boy Network. We really now need to be, we should have a growth mindset, being proactive and transparent.
Not reactive.
Not reactive. This is a reactive city with the fixed mindset under the Good Old Boy Network. So we have to change that mindset. And the only way we're going to do it is including everyone when we make decisions that affect people's lives. I see right now that 30% of the community has been included in decisions that affect their lives. I see also that 70% of the community has been excluded. So we really want to change the numbers to 70% at least being included. And I say that because of nepotism. I say that because of cronyism. And when I look at the mayor, and if you want to use an analogy, I look at the mayor as the mayor being a cup. Okay? I look at the city council as being the water that's in the cup. The mayor objective really is to keep that cup full of water, like the figure here, keep that cup full. City council objective is to really water the plants throughout the community. So if you see plants growing in one area of the community and not in the other area of the community, that should give you some indication as to how funds are being spent. We need to really have a collaborative effort. So if you see plants growing in Little Italy and not in South Bridge, hey, let's collaborate. Let's see why these plants aren't growing in South Bridge. So if you have extra funding and you're getting the resources, hey, can we share? Because that's what we have to do. We have to begin to include people by sharing thoughts and ideas. One of the things as mayor that I'm going to do, I'm going to form 2 boards. I'm going to form a mayor's board of pastors, or black pastors, or white pastors, Hispanic or Latino, the Jewish, the Greek Orthodox, the Muslim. And we're going to work together. We're going to meet at least once or twice a month. I'm also going to form a board of civic association presidents. And with that board, we will meet once a month. See, because really the civic association presidents, they really stay on top of the city council representatives. And if you're not doing what the civic association presidents are asking, they'll talk about it. But it's also building the communication, because we're not communicating. I see in Wilmington, our city, it's not really community friendly. And when I say that, I don't, like, say for instance, if I go into revenue or down to pay a ticket, it's about 6 or 7 windows, and it's only 2 of them that's always open. That's the problem. That's the problem. Why have all that space if you're not going to utilize? So I think that we should have more than just one customer service. It shouldn't be a customer service. It should be 2. It should be a customer service phones, and it should be a customer service support. Because a lot of times we call into the city and we're upset because they are fussing back at us as if we're calling them because they're friends. We're calling them because we have a need, and sometimes because they're not happy with their position, they look at it as if it's just a job. So when we go to work looking at a job as a job, we're just going to get paid. So if we look at it as a career, we're trying to make change.
You talking like I think.
You know,
especially with the constituent service part.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, that's key. That's
yeah, because customer service and customer support should be 2 entities. They utilize it as one. Listen, customer service phones, answer the phone by the 3rd ring. Be nice, in spite of. Be nice. And then if you can't, you know, if the constituent or people need someone to come out, then we'd say, well, listen, you have to be home at 12 because our support team will be there at 12. See, listen, I'm a firm believer, to be early is to be on time is to be late, and to be late is not acceptable. So if we say we're going to be there by 12, we have to be there. We have to meet the need of the people. And we're not doing it as a whole because of what? Exclusion. See, once we start making positions our position instead of making it the community's position, that's a problem.
Do me a favor,
Yes, ma'am.
and I don't mean to cut you off, but I don't want to get in any more trouble.
Oh,
I'm
my
definitely
bad.
going to have you come back on
Sure.
again to share, like we give everybody
Sure.
at least two times to come on. So if you would tell the viewing audience how they can get in contact with you.
Email address is Stephen@WashingtonForWilmington.com. The website is WashingtonForWilmington.com. You can contact me, area code 302-602-5149. Be mindful. I'm independent, again, in God, dependent on the word. Secondly, I'm already in the general election. You're not going to see me on the ballot in the primary. So understand that first and foremost. It's not going to be Stephen Washington during the primary. That's September 13th, where you will see all 8 Democrats. I'm sorry. All 8 Democrats running for one position. God only knows why that's happening. But I'm November 8th in the general election. And listen, I love you. We need you. We need to really begin to work together, not in silos, especially in our community.
All right, thank you.
All
Thank
right,
you so
thanks
much
a lot,
for coming
Steve.
on.
Yes.
All right, so
We're going to take a really quick break, and then we'll be right back.
all right. As far as our community news is concerned, Enjoy lunch on us while you learn the benefits of funeral pre-planning. Presentation by Kim Congo, and it's going to be at Congo Funeral Home on Sunday, July 31st from 2:30 to 4:30. And to reserve your spot, please call 652-8887. Once again, that is while you learn the benefits of funeral pre-planning, you're going to enjoy lunch on Congo Funeral Home. Presentation by Kim Congo, and it's Sunday, July 31st, 2:30 to 4:30 at our 201 North Gray location, and you can call 652-8887. And then we have Mark Morgan featuring Men and Women of Glory. They will be at Cathedral of Fresh Fire on August the 7th at 5 p.m. And the address is 2300 Northeast Boulevard. And for more information, it says tickets are online through PayPal.com. Tickets are also available at the William Hicks Anderson Community Center, lower level. And if you have any more information, you can give me a call, and I'll try to get as much information to you as I can. Tickets are $10 in advance, $15 at the door. VIP, $25, includes dinner, platter, and a free CD. And Mark Morgan was from Sunday Best. They didn't hear anything that I said? They heard me. Okay. All right. So I'm going to sign off. Trippy will be coming on with our with our funeral announcements.
Again, Wayna did touch on it earlier, but I want to talk about, again, I just want to talk about the pre-need presentation that my sister Kim is going to give on next Sunday, July the 31st. Again, it's going to be from 2:30 to 4:30. It's going to be at our funeral home on 2nd and Gray Avenue. We're going to provide lunch, so please come and please try to call 652-8887. Just want to just talk about the importance of making pre-arrangements either for yourselves or for a family member. It just takes a lot of the burden, a lot of the stress off of your family. I will admit that it can be difficult to bring yourself to do initially, but once it's done, it's just family is just so relieved that they've done it, because it takes so many of the decision-making processes off of the family. It can take a lot of the financial burdens off of your family, and especially if you have a really large family. You just want to talk about things and have them written down so everyone knows what your wishes are, and it just helps a lot. It just helps to help. It helps, like when a person passes away, instead of your family members having to make all of these hundreds of decisions within a very short time, within a few days. Those decisions can already be made, and your family can just focus on celebrating your life. So I encourage you to come out next Sunday, July the 31st, and it's going to be from 2:30 to 4:30. You don't have to bring any, no obligations. You don't have to bring any money with you when you come. Just come with an open heart, and we want to talk about either your arrangements or family or loved ones' arrangements. Kim is excellent, and she will help you to celebrate your life or your family's lives to the utmost. And it's just a wonderful thing to do. Wonderful gift for your family, just to take that burden off of them, and it's really convenient. A lot of times families go on a payment plan, so it doesn't have to be paid for up front. You can go on a 5 or 10-year payment plan, even longer if you wish, and that way you can spread the payments out. So it's not that much of a financial burden on your family. So we'll see you next Sunday from 2:30 to 4:30 at the funeral home on 2nd and Gray Avenue, and please try to RSVP. Even if you're not able to, you can still come over, and again, lunch will be provided. All right, we want to thank you so much for joining us this evening on the Congo Hour. If you want to request a yard sign for my campaign, I'm running for City Council 2nd District again, please call me or text me at 218-8630, 218-8630. If you're living in the 2nd District, I will be very thankful if you allow me to put a sign in your yard. And my number is 218-8630. And Wayne and I will both talk about our campaigns next week in the weeks upcoming. Thank you so much for watching. God willing, we will see you next Sunday, and have a great week.
Hi, it's me. I am Kim Congo from Congo Funeral Home, and I'm here today to talk about my very favorite subject, is pre-planning. And it seems like a crazy subject to be my favorite, but my passion is to make sure that every single person does not have to have the stress of trying to arrange a service at the time that someone passes. And in order for us to do that, we're going to need to plan ahead. And I just want everyone to know how easy it is. So I have a few reasons that we need to pre-plan. Sometimes we have veterans. I have a little veterans information who think all veterans get buried for free. No, not true. You get the Veterans Cemetery for free. We can talk about cremation. Cremation is new to some people, and some people are just not in favor of it. However, what's good for you is good for us. So we're here to make certain that you are given your options. We have great pricing. So I'm also here to figure out what price works for you. We have monthly payment plans. And in those monthly payment plans, you have the best guarantees. Some of you know them by heart and get on me when I don't say them right here. Well, we're got a plan where you pay for only 10 years. So rather than getting life insurance where you're going to pay for the rest of your life, I'm encouraging everyone to get insurance through the funeral home where we're going to pay for 10 years but have the benefit for the rest of our life, so it's always there for you. We're going to have guarantees where after the first year of making payments, if the person should pass, you still get 70% of what the funeral price was. After 2 years, you have 100% coverage. So it really works well. So call me and let me explain all the options. Now, one of my very favorite things to do is to talk about your story. Your story is so important because that's the whole reason we're doing it. Whenever I see an obituary written in for anyone almost, to get a paragraph, maybe two, I was born, I went to school, I like to read, and I'm survived by. It just breaks my heart because I know if we had talked about it, I would have been able to ease all of that information out that perhaps your family didn't know, perhaps they're rushing, but when we plan ahead, we get to plan everything from the pictures to your outfit to your story to if it's a cemetery, if it's a cremation, what are we going to do with the cremains? Where are we going to have our service? Oh, what songs do we want to sing? There is so much that I can help you plan if you just call me. And for people who already have policies, yes, you still need to plan. And let's look over those policies. Because sometimes we think we have a whole life policy and we have an accident policy. Sometimes we think we have coverage on ourselves and it was for a grandchild. So many things happen. The best part of it is it doesn't cost anything for me to review, talk to you, whatever we do to try and plan your celebration, it's all at no cost to you. I can come to you. You can come to me. We just want to make sure it happens. So again, why pay for a whole lifetime if we can get it done in 10 years and have the coverage for a lifetime? Very important. We work with a national company, so you don't have to worry about what's going to happen. It'll go anywhere with you. We're safe there. And again, you have the peace of mind of knowing that your family does not have to deal with this. So again, I'm Kim. I'm at Congo Funeral Home, always available to you. Please call 302-652-8887 or email me, kim@congofuneralhome.com. Thank you.